All right, a lot's been going on. A lot of I talked to the members section because that's where I put the videos at today. Now, you do get to see this real brief, but a lot went on with Planet Venus early this morning. And now, what you're seeing right now is a space chart that's going on right now. It's about 9 o'clock at night, Tuesday night, December 18th. Again, inside the crib, inside my home, minding my own business. And it's cold outside. But at some point, it sounded like somebody or something was out there, and I was like, well, who would be outside that cold? And last time that happened, it was actually two females walking up to this house. It's kind of like a halfway house or something. And that was that night. But this time, I looked around, I didn't see nobody. So then I'm still curious what was that? So I opened up the back door. Now at the moment, now keep in mind, as soon as I open up the back door, this is the synchronicity. As soon as I open up the back door, that there's a white dog named Sophie, and Sophie was outside, but she couldn't see me. Like her house where she sits, she can't see my back door. But as soon as I open up that door, this is synchronicity. She barked, and then her sensor light on her garage came on, and somebody up the street cut on their light. Now y'all gotta understand, I've been here for decades. Them people up the street ain't never cut that light on. I've never seen that back light up the street come on. That light came on in synchronicity. She barked, causing her light to come on. For some reason, somebody up the street was outside in the cold, cut their back lights on, which I ain't never see come on. And then looking up in the sky, because you could see that. You see Sirius constellation? Because that's really where the indigenous people are said to come from. All the indigenous people. Sirius was coming up from the southeast. And then, just like what happened with Venus this morning, some big ass bright light came. Like I be seeing like big ass, for whatever reason, whatever you want to call them, planes, whatever. But they're flying real low, looking humongous, or they just got their light so bright. The light that was so bright with Venus was unbelievable this morning. Now, so I started looking around. I ran in, got on the map because I knew I was being summoned and knew I was being given information. Now, right now you see Cancer. Right now, the true north node is in Cancer. Again, I talked about all that because of December 22. Second, going to be that full moon. And then on January 5th, going to be the partial solar eclipse. This is all about Cancer and Capricorn. I totally explained all that. But you also see the twin flames. And that's where the dog Sophie comes in. But Sophie represents a lot too. It's a female dog, a literal dog. But it's a lot of metaphysics with her too to go way back. And again, Donnell Whitmore Jr. has dropped a new video. I got to go watch that as soon as I finish this video. Because he pops back up. See, Donnell got the gift. But see, Donnell's like a lot of people. I see him come, I see him go. See, when you're trying to make it out in this world, especially when you have a family, it's hard to stay focused on God. And that's where it gets difficult. So I see people coming and going and falling back and stuff like that. So my job is always to put fire on these motherfuckers. And if they don't like it, they can just go ahead and leave. Because I don't need nobody around me if you're going to be half-stepping or if you're going to be doubting what I'm showing. Because I always show and prove. That's just a fact. There's no time for bullshit. God is coming. God is en route. It's you walking into 2019. So now you keep looking. A lot of that stuff you're looking at on this, we're not going to go into. But a lot of that stuff you're looking at has to do with one particular area on planet Earth. Like even down there, if you look down, that's Columbia. See, that's the whole Christopher Columbus and Columbia, D.C., Washington, D.C., District of Columbia. All this shit is coming from up above, so below. But I was looking at, the main thing I was looking at was where was the moon at? You understand? Well, what is the moon trying to tell me? It's about to be a full moon. So I knew to jump online and look up Cetus. Now again, you see Aries, the Aries constellation. I talk about all this on them new videos in the member section. Fully explained all of that. Now, Cetus, guess what Cetus is? It's a great fish or a great whale. And guess what it's connected to? Ethiopia. So once again, if you really knew your history, see, even Peter's name, Cephas, because there's a constellation up there called Cephas too. See, these are the people of color, because what I'm trying to tell you is, just like her name is called Sekhmet, if you were to type in Sekhmet on YouTube, type in Sekhmet Nibiru, she should come up. And if it don't, type in Sekhmet Nibiru, tribe of Judah. That used to be her name, Schkmet. And she shows you how India was the original place. That's why Christopher Columbus said, oh, I thought they were Indians, because he knew who they were. India left and went into Africa, but they were in North Africa. They left North Africa and went into East Africa. That's why I always associated with East Africa. Peter's name Cephas is associated with East Africa. Above Moses' wife was East African. The Levite priesthood associated with East Africa. These are priests. Then they left East Africa and they were over here. They're the indigenous people of this land. And then these liars came out the damn caves, came out of Europe and came out the damn caves and overthrew all that. And they changed the history around. So I'm talking about West Africa. Now, other people might have came from West Africa, but these chosen people, primarily most of them, did not come from West Africa. So that's what I'm trying to show you right now. So you're going to see my references. You see that black picture, but towards the end of this video, you're going to see this, where the moon is right now. And you're going to see this is East Africa. This is the priesthood. This is the Levite priesthood. Heaven is my throne, earth is my footstool. I told you to read that John chapter 13 study that's on this channel, because that's why Jesus washed the feet, and it was only Cephas or Peter representing East Africa who spoke up and said, oh, you ain't gonna wash my feet. And if you notice what Jesus did before he washed the feet, he girded his loins. That's priestly. If you knew your Bible, you would know that's priestly language. Girding the loins and all that, putting the girding and all that. That's the priest. And I keep telling you, anything with a G-A, G-R, gird, girdo, all that G-A, all that is the territory of Gabriel. This is why in the book of Daniel, which is about the Hebrews, Daniel is primarily talking to Gabriel at all times. There's no record of no other angel coming and talk to Daniel other than Gabriel. Other angels might have showed up, but they didn't do no talking to Daniel. It was always Gabriel. The tribe of Dan, the reason why the tribe of Dan isn't that Revelation chapter 7 with the other 12 tribes is because it's with Gabriel. That's his tribe. So that's what's going on. That's what's good. The stars will continue to talk. My job is to come out and drop these, to let people wake up. They have to make their final decision. God will judge accordingly. And also my job is for people that do have some type of awareness to help them not fall back to the world. Because you could call yourself a spiritual person, but if you're disobeying God, then you're worse than a worldly person. And that's what happens, because temptation comes, and it comes quick. All right, a lot's been going on. A lot of I talked to the members section, because that's where I put the videos at today.